Jambo, welcome to my YouTube channel. For those who are subscribed and are still watching my videos, thank you, thank you, thank you. For those who the first time, please hit that subscription button so that you get these and more videos. You might also watch my previous videos so that you can understand the topics, and you're always welcome to suggest any topics you'd like us to talk with. For the past 2 months, I have been taking a course that should have only taken me 12 hours, but for some strange reason, the end never comes. I was supposed to complete this course on 23rd, Thursday, Friday, June, but when I reached there, technical difficulties. 24th June, the teacher became sick yet again. This is a story for another day so that I can concentrate. Anyway, the name of the course is Train the Trainer, and because I've got some extra time to practice, and I am subscribed to this Facebook group called, let me get the group's name correctly, that is Good Mind Quotes on Instagram. As for this this presentation that they had given titled 6-Step Plan to Never Procrastinate Again, and I decided, oh, this sounds familiar. These are very good steps for goal setting, something that I've learned. So I decided, let me use this opportunity to teach you, to teach me, so that I can set my goals again, and at the same time I can practice my art of presentation so that we're together. So let's start with it. For those who don't know me, I'm a holder of an MBA from the University of the People. I graduated in the year 2020, and next month, July, yes, I will start my PhD in management, and yeah, it will be an online course, and I'm so looking forward to doing my research. Oh, offline, yes, and that's the reason why I took the trainer course, because at some point in my life, I would like to get into the classroom and teach, and so I'm hoping that all this will connect one day, and yes, I will be your teacher. Anyway, let's start with this. When you want to create a goal, and I'm gonna quote a lot from Stevie Covey, sorry, not Harvey, Steve Covey, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, because I believe this is where even them, they have quoted a few of the clips. That's why we need to understand. Why? Because to have a clarity of what you want, you need to begin with the end in mind. What does that mean? Where do you see yourself? For example, your goal, like for me, it can be to complete my PhD in 3 years. I've already done it. I've already written it down. It's already in my wall. It's already everywhere I go, so that I'll be reminded that no matter what, this is my goal. Okay. So how do I plan to do that? Well, I plan to make sure that I continue working, because I don't have a grant. I don't have a scholarship. So that I can make sure that my payments for the school fees are due before the required semester. So how am I planning to do that? Pay them monthly. The school thought it was insane, but for me, that is the best method. Our jobs are not secure. What happens if I leave out of job? I could create a GoMe fund and ask you, but from experience, I realized that most of you, no offense, are not gonna help. So this is up to me. So I've got a bit of my savings, a bit which I can chuck into, and ensure that my CV, my skills for the next 3 years are updated. And that's the reason why I decided to volunteer with United Nations, so that the skill gaps that are there within me, I can be able to get them and be able to make myself marketable. I have also registered with the HRCI, so that I can do a certification course in Professional Human Resource International. That way I can be certified, because that's one of the things I have noticed that the employers in the market want. So as you can see, I defined my goal. I wrote it down. I divided it to chunk bit. I prioritized what was supposed to prioritize. I set deadlines. I started and I intend to stay consistent for the next 3 years. Advanced planning. Ideally, when I decided I wanted to do a PhD, I had contacted a lot of schools. I had contacted schools in Germany. I had contacted schools in Canada. I had contacted schools in the US. Yes, I even got denied a visa to go and visit a school in the US because the person called me high risk. Story for another day. And yeah, but at the end of the day, it was by sheer chance that I happened to land on a post on LinkedIn. And that's how I landed my current college in Spain. And they were more than happy to admit me. Why? Because most people, when they ask for PhD, they do not have their research coursework. So for me, I already had it ready. So when I was speaking to the course person, and she was like, okay, when you are doing this application, we will require you to submit not only the application, but we want you to be able to provide the uh, research intent and a personal statement. I was like, oh, here they are. And she was actually shocked because she was like, oh, that was so fast. And I was like, it's not something I just decided now. This is something that I decided in 2016 after 18 years of being a university dropout. Okay, that I'm gonna go, but this time I'm gonna make sure I get a PhD. So 80% is spent on your time planning. So 20%, sorry, of your time planning, and 80% with consistency, discipline, not motivation. I know when I spoke to my coach, the viewer, he kept on saying, oh, it's about having that thing that motivates you. And I truly agree. My motivation is to have the name doctor in front of my name and my dad's name, Kieti, so Dr. Kieti, so that I can make him proud. But at the same time, I know that in order to make my dad proud, I need to be disciplined enough to do this, that no matter what. Next, I need to prioritize. I need to know what is urgent. I need to know what is important and what's not important. Where does this come from? Again, Stephen Covey is the one who showed us the prioritization table. I need to decide what is urgent. For me, what is the most urgent thing to graduate? So that one, there is no compromise. I have to graduate. What is not urgent? Well, my third term, my third semester coursework. No. What is important? My first semester. I need to make sure one thing to get to first semester that my school fees is paid, that I don't miss the panelists because I still have one panelist meeting to go so that I can show my pronouns in English. Yes, just because I passed my IELTS academic, which by the way I came to discover was not required. Oof, I had to wait. Does not mean that I will not attend the panelist meeting. No, I have to make sure I attend it. So that is urgent and important. So that day I need to be free. I need to prioritize that. Okay. Not important is me going out with my friends and partying the whole weekend and not doing my assignment. Just because I will have at least 2 months to do one assignment does not mean that I wait until the last minute. Those who know me, I don't do last minute. And so that's how we are going to prioritize what is urgent, not urgent, what is important. So what is important but not urgent? My school fees for the fourth semester. Or even my school fee for the second semester. Not urgent, but it is actually important. And I'll pay it during that time. Next, having a long-term vision. Like when I started this video, I said I always wanted to get into a class. That's my long-term vision. So I'm not just settling by the fact that I'm gonna have a doctor in my name and that is gonna get me to the classroom. No, I took the certification. I intend to take more certification. I intend to make time during the next 3 years to make sure that not only do I present YouTube videos that are educative to you, are educating to me, that at least I can be able to get the experience required to go to the classroom. How do I do this? Going back to Toastmasters at one particular point, volunteering to teach so that I can be able to get the experience. Doing videos for other organizations that requires me to teach you something. This way, I can be able to practice and practice and practice. Most important, where do I tend to teach? Online. For me, I want to do online teaching. Why? Because I don't want to be conformed to one city. I don't want to be conformed to where that I need to stay near the university. I can just be going to the university when required. Otherwise, most of the time, let's meet the students online. If I'm required to do face to face, that is good. I will take it, but not every month. So, what did I do? I was specific about what I want to teach. I created goals that are measurable. How? Because I want to practice. Okay. Are they attainable? Yes, they're achievable. Are they realistic? Of course, there is realistic. Where is it written that I cannot be a professor? Is it time bound? Yes, within the next by 1 year to 3 years, I need to ensure that this is done so that by the time I'm graduating in 3 years, I already have all the experience required. Time, eh? I once had a speech, Varsity, YouTube channel. If you don't listen to it. I'm always blasting it. And this guy was saying, I will not mourn if I lose money, but I will mourn if I lose time. Because money lost can be replaced, but time lost cannot be replaced. So what do I plan to do during my free time? I plan to do my assignment. I plan to start on my research. I'm not going to wait until after 1 year so that I do my research. No, I already had the research intent. What else do I need? I need to know what do I need? What are the research materials? What is the database? What is the methodology to be used? All that. So that if possible, I can even graduate in 2 years because by then I will have already completed defense in my thesis. And finally, but not the least, those who are still listening, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. I hope you have learned a bit from this session and that you'll be able to apply to your goal setting. Write for me below what your goals and how do you intend to set them. And yes, I will try and do a video on the vision board. I've had a lot of people from Caroline talk to Oprah to Tommy Sharma talking about vision boards. And I think this is something that I need to look to so that teaching you, I can learn and now I can create a bigger vision board so that not only am I concentrating on the part of finances and retirement, that we can also concentrate on the other. Otherwise, enjoy your weekend, set out your goals, put below if you want to know how to achieve. You always know I'm a mentor, the coach. You can always contact me. If I cannot be able to help you, most of my circles are coaches, trained coaches, having genuine certification. I can always recommend you to them. And remember, it is a paid assignment with them. So yes, otherwise, enjoy your weekend and kwaheri.